Welcome to the Unpressed podcast, our weekly virtual cocktail hour between two old friends on opposite coasts. I'm Jenny, a single mom living in Silicon Valley in the land of tech bros, venture capital, and questionable wellness trends.
And I'm Talbot, gay, married, living on the East Coast, dividing my time between New York chaos and Palm Beach drama.
We've survived marriages, divorces, bad highlights, worse decisions, and somehow we're still laughing.
Mostly to keep from crying. So every week we pour a drink and unpack whatever life, love, or our aging bodies have thrown at us lately.
No filters, no pretending to have it all together.
Just two friends, a little too honest and completely unpressed.
Hi, everybody.
We're back again.
We're back again. We have a little audience tonight. My pup and my daughter are here.
Oh, your pup.
Yeah.
I thought you said your pop.
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. That would have been strange.
Yeah, it is cocktail hour. The sun is setting. And we are going to do a game we call 10 random questions.
Fantastic. I love it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
All right. I'm going to start with a question for Talbot. And he just has to answer whatever it is.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the most midlife thing you've done this week?
The most midlife thing. Well, I think that's easy. I paid to upgrade myself to first class when I took the plane out.
That's smart.
Only because I thought I'm going to be sitting for a long time and I need to be comfortable.
I know. Otherwise, my hip starts to my back. And actually you got here and you're like, my back.
I know. I still said the first thing when I walked in the door, I'm like, can I get a foam roller? But let's see, what else would I have done? Well, I mean, I take a nap every day. That's probably.
Every day?
No, not every day, but most days. If I can, sure.
Okay. This question is for me. Okay. What is your most irrational dating deal breaker? So the first deal breaker, automatic swipe left, is a soul patch.
Like Shaggy.
Like a flavor saver. Definite no. A ponytail or a bun. Automatic no.
Really? There's some guys who look good in man buns, though.
Can you imagine me with a guy with a bun, like long term? Like on one date, fine, but anybody? No.
And this is all after we spent a week of no judgment.
No, now it's coming out. Now all the judgments are coming out. Yeah, anybody with a photo leaning against a race car or holding a fish. Those are automatic no's.
Those are pretty irrational.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I like that one.
Okay. Question for you.
Okay.
What tiny thing makes you instantly insane?
Oh, God. How long do we have? What tiny thing makes... okay. This thing drives me up the wall, like instantaneously from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. When people get on the elevator and continue to have their own private conversation on their cell phone. Like you're in an elevator, just stop. Like just wait. Say, hey, I'm getting on the elevator. Can I call you back? Or can you just hold on a second? That drives me crazy. The other one that drives me crazy is when you're in any kind of public space and you have your phone on speaker as you're talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Instantaneous. I'm like, who do you think you are that your conversation is so important that I need to hear it?
Yeah.
And they're always talking about, anytime anybody does it, it's never that they're having a great conversation with somebody who's incredibly lucid and interesting. It's always like, oh my God, I went to the doctor and I told him I had really bad diarrhea. And you know what he told me? No, you really want to know what he told me? I promise you, he told me, well, if you really have bad diarrhea, you should take some Tums. And I told him I don't like Tums. They're chalky. I'm like, do we all really need to hear this conversation? Yeah. What is your "I'm too old for this" line? No, something happens and you're like, "I am way too old for
I
this."
really try not to say that, you know that, right? But I will say I I am too old to care what people think.
Oh, that's good. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah. So I don't need everybody in the room to like me.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm too old for going out after 10 a.m. 10 p.m. Well, sometimes 10 a.m. Oh, brother.
God.
Okay.
So funny. Okay, this one's for you.
Yeah. Okay.
What is something you now care about way too much?
Oh, that's an easy one. And it seems like such a stupid thing because everybody says, "Oh, it looks so good on you." I care too much about how much white I have in my hair.
Oh.
It's really funny. It's more so my beard because I like how I look and feel with facial hair,
Yeah.
but it's gotten so white here,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Oh, it looks so distinguished," and I get it. Yeah, it kinda looks distinguished, but I don't know, I just look in the mirror and go like, "Time has passed." And it's not I don't feel old, it's just one of those recognitions that, things have changed.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those I think it's the only place in my life where I can look at and say, "I really notice that I have changed."
Yeah. That's interesting. That's nice. That's the only thing.
Well, no, that's the first thing that came to mind. I mean, we could go on to this for hours. My therapist would have a field
Uh-huh.
day.
Uh-huh.
Well, and I care a lot about am I ever gonna get anything published? I think that's probably one of the things that I'm
Yeah, fair
most
enough,
freaked
since you've
out about.
put all your eggs in that basket.
Yeah, although it's not so much eggs, it's just I've done all this work. I don't expect to get famous or make a lot of money. I don't not it's not a career choice, but it would just be like, I would love to have something published before I croak. Okay. All right.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for this next question.
Whoa, Jenny. Oh God. What 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 is something you do that you think is charming but may actually be alarming?
Um, something I do that I think is charming, but might be alarming. Um, I I do a lot of old lady activities. And I find that very charming, and I brag about it. I brag about my mahjong and pickleball and embroidery and curling and, um, I don't know, it might be a cry for help.
Well, I think it gets a little alarming when come in and you're like got your little glasses on and
Yep.
your little neck light and you're like doing this.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, wow. We're
yeah,
back in the Tudor era."
yeah, yeah. Mhm. By one candlelight.
I can't I think that may actually be alarming. A Brazilian might be charming, but also alarming.
I don't think that's a good idea on anybody my age.
Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Here we go.
All
Next
right,
one.
your next question, randomly generated. Um What is your most embarrassing "I have become my mother" or "I have become my father" moment?
Anytime we would go driving, I would say to Bill, "Do you know where you're going?" "Yes." "Are you sure?" "Yes." "Are you absolutely sure?"
Yeah, that's gotta be real annoying for your husband.
But I think, that sounds something that my mother would do, although I don't really know if she does that. What else do I do?
What about the making backup plane flights,
Oh, well, yeah. I do that.
just in case the plans change and you
Yeah.
have an exit ramp?
Well, and I will say that, my pre-packing, like,
Oh, yeah,
that
2
comes
weeks in
from
advance.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And just my planning trips, like,
Yeah,
as you know, we can do spreadsheets. That came from both of my parents. But that's charming and not alarming.
Very charming to me. To me, it's charming.
Your questions are so intense.
ChatGPT, have mercy. Oh Lord. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a middle-aged mom move. I'm gonna take your cold shaker and take it off my furniture and put it on a magazine.
Okay. All right. What is your most intense opinion about something completely unimportant?
Oh man, where do I start?
Again, just coming off of a week of no judgment.
Okay, so we just took a walk around the neighborhood. I have a lot of opinions about architecture. I have a lot of opinions about what some people in my town find charming in a home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those were pretty
Yeah.
well
Like the
established.
Neptune's Palace.
Well, that was. I
It
mean,
does. It looks like under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Yeah. What is the question again? What do I have
what is
big
your most
opinions about?
what is your most intense opinion about something completely unimportant?
Okay. So despite a lot of effort, I have very strong opinions when people use I and me incorrectly.
That is true.
And they do it all the time. Almost everybody in my life now does it.
She corrects me like almost all the time.
Hmm. Yeah. Like, come to the store with Sally and I. And I'm like,
No, with me.
me. And I
With me.
can't. And even, and this is, most people don't do this, but using a possessive pronoun before a gerund. So,
Like they're coming.
yeah. Yeah. Like, do you like my walking? Instead of, do you like me? Like,
Wow, would you say that question? Do you like the way I walk?
yeah. Like,
I have never heard anyone say, "Do you like my walking?"
well, I guess that's a bad example then.
But you have a very intense opinion about that. So,
I it came by it honestly. Both my parents probably pretty much sticklers for grammar, and I went to an all girls school, and we were corrected constantly for our grammar. And I'm trying to get used to the idea that the English language is evolving and it changes, and what we think is right today was not actually right 100 years ago. And so, just because you were taught, like, things do change. And but that's something it grates on me, and it's not really that important. What is the one thing about being a gay married person that straight people may not understand? Charlotte has her hands up.
Hi.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you want to come to the microphone and say that? Okay. My daughter's chimed in. She's absolutely right. They fight over hot guys, and they was such a revelation.
I was going to say this, by the way.
We will all be on vacation, and the two of them would be like, that guy's hot. He was looking at me. No, he wasn't. He was looking at me. And a heterosexual couple would never talk about if somebody is hot and if somebody was checking them out. It is like a big no-no.
No, I was going to say that because I know that drives Cha-Cha crazy when we're out, and I'm like, wow, that guy's really good looking.
Yeah.
I'm not dead. I'm not saying I want to like go.
But I think it's funny, not only that you do it and it's okay with your spouse, but then you guys compete over who could theoretically get that guy.
Of course, it's a game. It's like we talk about whose hall pass each one has.
Yeah, but straight couples talk about their hall pass.
Okay. I would say the other thing too, is that gender roles still come up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
It's like, why didn't you clean the house because you're not working? Well, wait a second.
Yeah.
So I think there's still, you're still trying to figure out who's doing what and who's going to assume what. And
Totally. Sharing the household task. And what I also notice is just when I think I have my finger on which of you is the wife, then there'll be a whole set of tasks that person does that is the husband, typical
Yeah.
husband tasks.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
it doesn't line up across the board. That I've noticed where I'm like, no,
Yeah.
because So there's
Yeah.
a lot more mix and match
Yeah.
of jobs and roles and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I tend to take on more of the gritty stuff, but Bill drives.
Right.
Like I fix things or I take the cars in to be repaired.
Yes.
Bill drives and Bill drives. That's Bill too.
He goes to work every day.
Oh, he goes to work.
The most classic husband job of
Yeah.
all time.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He does that. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Funny.
What makes you feel, I'm going to change this because it says what makes you feel instantly 26 again, but what makes you feel instantly young again?
Dating did that for sure. Like it literally almost to the year was I felt 25 because it's the last time I was dating. I guess it's only thing I can suppose. And it was the strangest feeling. I don't know. I literally felt embodied like I was 25 again. The same emotions, the same vibe, the same energy. It was remarkable. Yeah.
Okay. That's a
Yeah.
good one. Well, I'm just going to ask this because this is a follow-up question to that
Okay.
one. What makes you feel instantly, it says 86, but let's just say what makes you feel instantly older than?
There's this phenomenon where you're out in the world with people and you're sort of trying to guess their age and you're like, yeah, they're probably about my age. and then you find out they're
They're
like
30.
20 years younger and then you're like, shit, I'm the old lady that this guy is like, oh yeah,
Why is she staring at me?
that nice older lady at tennis just talked to me.
Wow, she did well given the fact that she's got no knees. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I would say it's that like it's hard to place yourself in time. I have trouble telling how old somebody is when they're between like 25 and 40, I would say. And then yeah, I just have trouble figuring out how old people are. And I I mean, has it ever happened to you where you're walking down the hall and you walk past a mirror and you're like, "Oh," you're so surprised to see yourself? Because you're like, "Who's that old lady?"
Who's that old person?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Gosh. Oh, what would your husband say is your most annoying habit?
did you say, Charlie? No, what did you say?
Farting? Oh, it's a good one.
Ah!
That's a great one.
I think that's
Charlie, that's a
probably,
really good one.
I think that's, yeah, I think he would say that. I think he would also say, I have no problem with the Irish exit at parties. Yeah. So I think he would say that one of the things that's most
Yeah.
annoying is that when
Yeah.
I decide that I want to leave a party, I want to leave and I want to leave now and I don't want to
And
leave.
you're bitchy about it. You're not like, "Honey, let's go." You're like, "I'm going and I'm gonna go."
But you have to understand when you're an introvert, when you hit that wall, it is like, I have to get out of here.
Is there a way for you to see the signs that that's coming earlier and start to like prepare yourself or prepare him well, you guys take 2 cars sometimes now, right?
Yeah. And I think what we've both tried to work on is he's gotten a better understanding of when I call it quits is because I'm calling it like I'm just done. I am just done.
Yeah. But then
But
it takes him another 45 minutes to get out of there.
so now we've said, listen, if you want to stay, you stay, and it's not a guilt trip anything anymore. It used to be like, well, you can stay if you want. No, it's literally like if you want to stay,
Yeah.
please stay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't bother me, and it's just I can't explain it. There are times where I can go to a party and I can be there for 2 hours and be times where I'm there for 5 minutes, I wanna leave.
Mhm.
It doesn't follow a sort of natural cycle, but I think he would say that my willingness to just sort of disappear, he
Yeah,
finds that 'cause he feels and a lot of people do, and I get it. He feels like an obligation to say goodbye to everybody,
yeah.
and that's a very good trait. It's just not one I have.
He's very extroverted. Yeah.
These next 4 are really good for you, actually. I really like these. Particularly this next one.
God, you're so
Oh.
weird.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What is your current relationship with your neck?
Okay. I really don't wanna hate my neck because it holds my head up. I really appreciate it, I will say. Do you ever FaceTime with anybody on your iPad?
Oh, yeah, you got that double chin.
It's not just the double chin, like, I don't know what it does to you, but it ages you by about 15 years, and it's like you see every craggly little neckline, and, I just wanna, like, hold it up here and, film from above, um, but lately, I have been fine with my neck. I don't know if I'm moisturizing it better or I've just decided I'm not gonna hate any part of my body.
Or you're just a Lulu?
Or I'm delusional. It could be, but that would be awesome. If I could get all the way to the end, completely out of touch with aging, I think that would be a win. I would buy that pill,
Yeah. It's
right?
it's so funny. I would say that in the recent, whatever, last year or so, my neck is the one thing I start to really focus on.
You could cover it with your beard.
I know, but I just wanna, like, tack it up, like,
I
here and
told you I
here.
have friends who just had neck lifts done.
I know, I can't wait to do one.
What is something you used to judge that now you fully understand?
Oh, wow. Is there anything that I fully understand? That's the question. Um,
Naps. Oh, you are
I've
were you always a napper or
I've been a napper for a long
okay.
time. Um, no, I think this is an evolutionary thing. I think I've gotten to a point where understanding that people, the way they react, the way they live their life, the way has nothing to do with me. You know,
Okay.
you get to, it's like, well, somebody did that because they're upset at me or because they're trying to get back at me or they're trying to,
Uh,
and it's like most of the time we other people don't even register on our radar screen for most of the time.
yeah.
And so I think I've tried to get to that point where I just realize, hey, you know what? This person has many more things they're thinking about than me probably right now. And again, it's about learning how to be a little bit more empathetic. Um, yeah. Well, and I also think you just have to realize too that, or what I'm trying to realize is that um, the path you think you were supposed to lead and the path you thought you were going to lead is not the path you're going to lead.
Mm,
And that's totally okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some people find that depressing, don't they? When they're like, "Oh, the person I'm going to be is sort of set now. Like, I can't restart. Like, I can't go back to the beginning and have a totally different career path or go back and marry somebody different or, that kind of like a lot of decisions in life have been made for me. Like, I can't be a rock star. That's that ship has sailed.
No, but I don't think I ever would have thought that I would have gone back to school and gotten a master's in creative writing at the age of 56.
Well, that's how I view it. I mean, if you think, if you think if you spent 10 years really focused on learning something, piano, writing, hopscotch, whatever it is, mixing drinks for 10 years, you get pretty darn good at it. And think about how many 10-year stretches we have left. Like you could have all of those lifetimes, all of those careers. So I don't think it's ever too late to switch gears, but some people think that it is, that it's
Yeah,
already
I
fixed.
think, but then you have to say, I'm going to let go of that perfectionist mentality and say,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I don't have 10,000 hours to become the world's best hopscotch player.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy
Yeah.
hopscotch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, okay, well, it's fine.
What makes someone instantly friend material?
Instantly for material. Oh, somebody who, when you're having a conversation with them, doesn't talk over you and interrupt you and ask questions.
I wish I had just interrupted you. That would have been funny. I really missed my missed my opportunity.
No, I think somebody who shows an interest in what you're talking about
Yeah.
and asks follow-up questions.
Yes. That's a good question. ChatGPT, thank you. That's a good question. We could do a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
What do you wish you had done more of?
I wish I had spent more time living abroad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I got a chance to do it when I was in high school. I spent a semester abroad when I was a sophomore in high school, and I loved it. I love London. I always wish that I had lived overseas.
We should do that.
Yeah, it's not too late. It's not too late. Okay. When it comes to dating,
Mm.
what's worse? Too many texts or not enough texts?
Charlotte is right. Not enough.
Of course. If you hadn't gone that way, I would have called BS
Not
on you.
enough for me. Yeah. Yeah. Because somebody can be like a little over the top, but I would rather that they be over communicative than under communicative for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is good. What reality show would you be best on and why? And if you have to make it up from scratch, that's okay. Like if you could create your own reality show.
I would be amazing on finding Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, you would.
I would be
As the
so great.
judge.
No, as a contestant.
No, as the judge. You'd
Either.
just be like, no, yes, no, flex for me.
That's true. That's
Yeah, that's a good answer.
true. What is your weirdest daily ritual?
I now make my own milk. So I make my own cashew milk and my own soy milk every day. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah. That's weird, right? Yeah. I have learned this from Annie, my boss on the other podcast. And I really enjoy it and it's really healthy. So I've really gotten into it.
Okay.
It's weird though. It's very weird. Yeah. People come in the kitchen and they're like, what are you doing? And yeah, and I grow my own sprouts. I do sprouting now. That's really weird. I grow my own sprouts.
I have to say that if I was on a dating app and I came across a woman who said one of my hobbies is sprouting, I would swipe. What's the bad way?
Left.
Left. I would swipe left.
Yeah. Yeah. But I will say I used to have curling in my profile when I used to curl. And that was a real plus. A lot of guys really
I
thought
get it.
that was a
I get it.
plus.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's kind of unique and sort of off the kilter a little
Yeah.
bit, but in a very charming way.
Yeah. I really have no trouble talking about my weird hobbies. Just like we said, I find them charming. I'm not sure everybody does. There might be a warning sign. Tell me the most annoying app on your phone.
Oh gosh. Well, now I would say it's the New York Times.
Oh, because you don't want to read the news. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Only because every time it pops up, I instantly get anxious. Like,
Yeah.
what has happened?
Well, and sometimes
now?
I try to bypass the news just to get to the Wordle, but I catch a headline and it does. My blood pressure goes up. Yeah, it's not good.
That's my, yeah.
Are you a clean as you cook person or a crime
Oh
scene
no,
kitchen person?
crime scene. Like
Are you? Yeah.
yeah. Oh, only because this is where and we've never actually talked about this. I mean, directly, but we've gotten to a place where if I'm gonna, I'm the one that if we're gonna cook, if somebody's gonna cook in, normally it's me, and which is fine. I actually I enjoy it. I don't clean up as I cook, but that's because we've agreed that Bill will be the cleanup guy. That's how it works. We agree like if I'm gonna cook, he's gonna clean up. Now I do like I don't. It's not a complete battle scene. Like I will put ingredients away,
Yeah.
and I'll put things in the sink, but I won't.
Mhm.
I'm not one of those people who, while that's cooking, I will clean the
Yeah.
dish.
I'm a clean as you go.
I'm
Like, I get upset if there's too many. I hate all the dishes at the end. And um, so, yeah, I'm a clean as you go for sure.
Are you a save the nice candle person or a burn it immediately person? I think they're talking more like those fancy candles. Like if you get a fancy candle, like one of those $80. No, it's like if you get one of those $80 candles,
Yeah.
do you save it or do you use it?
I use it.
Good, good.
Yeah, I use it.
This is one of the biggest
Pet peeves?
in my relationship. We have
Is he a save the candle?
400 candles. Everything. Ah,
And he doesn't wanna burn them?
he just buys them.
Oh,
He
he
just
buys
buys
them.
them.
Yeah.
He buys them. I'm like, "What are we where?"
You should have brought me one
I should
as a housewarming gift.
I
You
should have. I could have. I could have brought you 10.
Now, if Bill had visited me, he would have had 10 gifts.
That's right.
He's the gift guy.
Right. I brought you a little
Yeah.
Hermes knockoff
Yeah.
keychain, yeah.
Yeah. What is a lesson you keep having to learn?
Oh, I keep having to learn the lesson of empathy. I keep having to learn that you
You mean
have
putting yourself in someone else's
yeah,
shoes? Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just say
Maybe they're having a bad day or that kind of thing.
right, and just and again, saying the way they're acting may have nothing to do with me, it may have everything to do with
Yeah.
something else going on in with their life, and if you take a moment to step away
Yeah.
and get curious about what possibly could be happening to make them act that way or act the way I think they're acting,
Yeah.
or what is it that's making them hurt so that they're doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
If your anxiety had a wardrobe, what would it wear?
Mm. My anxiety had a wardrobe. Um, it would layer. It would be very prepared. It would have a backpack full of extra jackets. Yeah. Yeah. That it would, yeah, and my anxiety would also, have a lot of lists. Like it would it would have a lot of paper in the pocket with lists on it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what about you? What would your anxiety wear?
Um, I think it would be a lot of like heavy blankety things that I could hide underneath,
Oh, yeah.
so to
Yeah.
be able to withdraw and just like disappear.
Oh,
Um,
a
but
hood.
yeah, like a hood. But it's funny. I find those like weighted blankets really comforting. There's something about
Mm.
that pressure.
Mhm.
So I think it would be heavy,
Swaddling.
heavy.
Yeah.
I always loved going to you know, I hate going to the dentist, but I loved when they put that when they were doing your x-rays
Oh,
and
yeah,
they put that really
interesting.
heavy blanket on
Yeah,
you.
the
Oh,
lead.
I just like all of a sudden I'd be like,
Yeah,
I know,
but
but
he
there's
likes
something
the feel of it.
about the pressure, the
Yeah.
heaviness. Yeah.
Okay, I have a really good one for you. If your phone could talk, what would it beg you to stop doing?
Get off
Yeah,
Instagram.
get off
Get
it.
off TikTok.
Get off Insta. We were gonna do a whole episode on what Talbot loves about social media and what Jenny hates, because I am not on social media at all, really, and you are. So, what do you like about being on Instagram? What does it give you that keeps you going back, and what do you dislike?
Well, as a new author, we're being taught that you are so responsible for creating your own platform and getting your own
Mm.
thing out there. And so for me, when I'm in a regular cadence of it, for me, it's another creative thing. Like
Oh,
how am
yeah.
I trying to create a story? How am I trying to create a connection? How am I trying to build a platform that when I'm ready to go out there, I've got something built in. And I like that. And the other thing I like is I like being able to see what people are up to, even when I can't talk to them and ask them what's going on.
Mm.
I like that aspect. What I don't like about it is there's so much phoniness that happens, and I'm responsible for doing the same thing. You put up pictures of beautiful settings and lovely dinners and all that.
Yeah.
Um, but that happens so infrequently. That's not like we don't all live our lives
Right,
24
right. The
hours a day in a beautiful setting.
curated, yeah,
It's curated. And
posts.
I think that sometimes I get into the point of like, oh gosh, that person has such a better life than I do.
Mm.
But then I have people who say, oh my gosh, I follow you on Instagram. What incredible. Like you've been there and you've been there and you've done that and blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
How amazing. And you think, yeah, but you're only responding to what I'm choosing to show you. And that's as much my fault as is it your fault. But
Mhm.
it's just a reminder that the problem with social media is it's intended to be a very curated viewpoint of a life or
Yeah,
of a story.
yeah.
It's not truth.
Well, and it's 80% ads now. So I what I so, I'm doing a year of not buying anything, and are you still doing it or
No,
you're
no,
done?
forget about it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna make it, but, and what was fascinating this year was after doing that for 6 or 8 weeks, it stopped serving me any ads with clothing or jewelry or shoes. It literally stopped feeding them to me. For me, the rabbit hole of, like, you're on the couch, you see something cute, you click on shop here, you know, you you go down and down and down the rabbit hole, and all of a sudden 45 minutes to an hour of your life is gone, and you're not any happier than when you went down that hole. And so that part I don't like. I don't like that. And I don't like the comparison stuff. I don't like looking at other people's
Yeah.
lives
Yeah.
and feeling bad about my own. And yeah, I don't love social media. The only reason I'm on social media now is to promote the podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
You
I guess we're eating
Yeah,
dinner.
our food's here. Our food's here. Well, the question episode, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it was pretty fun.
I think it was great. And I am also out of a cocktail, which
Yeah,
means
I'm out of wines.
I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Well, Jenny, I thought this was fun.
Bye everybody. Thanks for joining us at our cocktail hour.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So if you enjoyed listening to that, please support us by subscribing to our channel and by telling everyone you possibly know. You can email us at theunpressedpodcast@gmail.com. That's all one word, the Unpressed Podcast, no spaces. You can also follow us at Instagram. Our handle is @unpressedpodcast. Thanks so much.